So, how to approach New Year's resolutions in 2026? Let's talk about it. So, New Year's resolutions, how should you approach them in the year 2026? I'm Will from Thunderhawk Coaching. Today, I'm going to give you a few ideas on how to approach your New Year's resolutions. Christmas has just passed. New Year's has happened. Whatever traditions you celebrate in the end of our calendar, and praise be, enjoy whatever that looks like. A lot of us come into January with ideas of being better, being new, being something more than we are. And I'm here today to give you, hopefully, some ways to actually see that through. So, example I'm going to jump in with, a very common one, is the gym. A lot of people go, hey man, I'm going to go to the gym. New year, new me. The gym's great. I'm a big fan of the gym. I enjoy the gym all year round. But if you're getting into the gym, there's a few things I want you to have in mind when you're entering the gym, okay? So, first of all, something we all do, it's really common, I feel, is we do a lot of comparison. So when you're in the gym, you're going to be looking at other people. You're going to be looking at other people with maybe hot bods. You're going to be people that are like really physically fit, really muscly maybe, really toned, depending on like what you want for the gym, right? Your comparisons are going to kill your motivation, right? Because the reason you even thought about going to the gym in the first place is you're like, hey, I'm kind of out of shape. I want to be all strong, or I want to be all toned and really pretty or jacked or a Chad or whatever. And the reality is gymming doesn't lead to immediate results, okay? So something in the gym that I've seen from a lot of fellas and ladies, they refer to as kind of newbie gains. So when you're new to the gym, you can gain a lot of kind of strength and stuff more immediately than people who've been there for a while, because there's kind of a diminishing return of exercise after a certain amount of time. But when you go into the gym, you're going to have expectations. Look at your expectations. What do you want out of the gym? What do you want out of that hot bod, right? Let's look at that really carefully and closely, because if your motivation to go to the gym is to get more attention from the opposite sex, you might find that doesn't actually have as much of an impact as you'd hope. You could go to the gym 5 days a week for months, and still your body composition, it's going to change, right? If you do that and you regularly are pushing yourself to hypertrophy, then you are going to find that your muscles will grow. If you have sufficient protein, you're hydrated enough, and you sleep. But if you expect a really certain outcome and you're not getting it from the gym, you are not going to go anymore, okay? So when you approach the gym doesn't need... If it takes this position of giving you a reward, right, for getting a certain physique, you will not continue going. And I don't know if you've ever tried to set a New Year's resolution where you go to the gym, or you start something, or you re-engage with something. It doesn't happen if you need this big kind of reward from it, okay? So how do you, okay, Will, if you can't do that, then how do you actually go to the gym successfully? You go to the gym successfully by accepting it's going to be hard, and you look for a value that you get out of it in the moment, immediately in the moment. Because, like, we're all lazy, right? We're all lazy. I'm lazy. Y'all are probably lazy. We don't want to do any more than we have to do unless we have a good reason to struggle for it, okay? So how I think of the gym is it is a mental health boost. It's a mental health boon right in the moment. If I feel a bit groggy and I go to the gym, I lift some weights and I get on the treadmill, I come off and I feel pretty good. I'll probably feel pretty good because I've been doing it for a very long time now. I've been going to the gym for years. At least 5 or 6 years now, somewhat regularly, the whole time. I've had gaps, like months gaps, but fairly consistent. So if you don't regularly go to the gym, you might feel sticky, you might feel gross, you might not be okay with feeling sticky and gross in a public environment. Plot twist, everyone at the gym is sticky and gross. That's the place to do it. Be sticky and gross. Be sticky and gross. The Thunderhawk coaching seal of approval. Be sticky and gross. But you really gotta just, I guess, be aware of like what might get in the way for you at the gym, right? If you're anxious going to the gym, which is like understandable, by the way, there's a bunch of gorillas in the gym. They're like, they're pushing really hard. You know, if you're a woman, you might feel a bit uncomfortable and unsafe, especially with like men that are all testosterone ridden and might be gawking at you. That's uncomfortable. I get that. You probably wouldn't want to be there. So set yourself up for success. If you're a woman and you don't want to be around men when you're working out, go to a women's only gym. Okay, and the vibe of the gym is so important. Most gyms I've ever been in, the vibes are usually pretty good. Okay, you got to scope out the vibes. All of the jacked gorillas are actually like lovely people that are just there to do better and love to see people succeed. So when you're there, and if you're anxious, like, it's okay to be anxious. Feel your anxiety. Go with a friend. Get a personal trainer. Go with a personal trainer. Personal trainers can be really good to help you just feel more comfortable in the gym. Be there with somebody, okay? A bit of a word of caution about friends. So it might be hard to go to the gym really consistently if you got a buddy you go with, okay? Because you going will be dependent on if they're going. And they might not always want to go where you want to go, okay? So starting out with a buddy, really good, really cool, love to see it. Community helping each other out, chef's kiss. But it's really key to like want to create your own individual relationship with the gym so you can consistently go and be more flexible with your times and approaches to the gym. To summarize a few of my points so far, look at your expectations. Are they helping you? Are they serving you? Is it actually aligned with the environment? Have realistic expectations for what you're actually going to get out of the gym. Get something out of the gym every time you go, not what you're going to get in 6 months. Use your community. If you're anxious, if you're uncomfortable, go to a space where you feel comfortable in the gym. There are overweight people in the gym. I'm one of them. I've been going for years and I'm still really overweight. It's okay. I promise it's okay to be overweight in the gym. I see overweight people in the gym, fellow thickies in the gym, and I am very grateful that they're there. I'm like, hello. I don't speak to them, but with my eyes I try and communicate. I'm grateful you're here. I'm here. We're both doing our best, okay? Neither of us are in good shape, but we're here and we're trying, okay? Appreciate you. Make sure you're in the right kind of fit of environment for what you want goal-wise. If you want to be a jacked gorilla, be in a jacked gorilla gym. If you want to do calisthenics, be in an environment in the gym where they're doing all of that stuff. If you want to not be gawked at by said gorillas, female-only gym. Please do that. The vibes are incredibly important in gyms because you want to be in the gym. You want it to be a place you feel you can approach. Hopefully there'll be a degree of community that you grow out of it. But more than anything, like whatever you wear to the gym is whatever, man. Like I feel I work with a lot of people that are really socially anxious about going to the gym. And I really empathize with that because it could be scary because it's like a new environment, right? Like I'm more comfortable there because I go there all the time. But the gym is a place where you go and you try and beat yourself, right? Beat who you were yesterday. And that's beautiful. I love that about the gym. The gym is very cool for that. So, more than anything, I want to leave you with this New Year's resolution message that all you have to do is compete with yourself. Just try a little more, push a little harder, try and get a nice little endorphin rush from what you're doing. It's okay to feel gross. It's okay to feel sticky. But if you got really serious sensory challenges with that, I also understand that. But the gym should be for you, ultimately. And if it feels like you're doing it to satisfy other people's expectations and needs, you're not going to stick to it. And then you're going to hate yourself for it. So don't fall into that. because I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to leave it there. But you've been wonderful, and I've been Will. Thank you for watching the first Thunderhawk coaching video of 2026. Lot coming down the pipeline. Love to see it. Love to see you. You've been wonderful. I've been Will. See you in the next one.